Okay, let's watch Duke. I'm guessing in the 210 years that this staircase has existed, it's seen its share of children finding ways to slide down. When this staircase was built, garbage bags weren't even possible. 1806. You never know what the morning will bring at the Nelsons. It's always a little weird. Lucky, how did you come up with the idea to ride a sectional pillow down the stairs?
And so I got a garbage bag and I put pillows in it and it was like a giant pillow stack.
No coaching necessary. Children are the greatest innovators in the world. So each month in the LDS church, of which I'm a part of, besides going to church, we also do this thing called home teaching, where we visit families that we've been kind of assigned to keep track of and just, reach out to and make sure that they're doing fine, and if they need anything or if we can help, we help. And so I'm going to do that today with Duke. What's up, Duke? He loves home teaching. Not really. He's knocking. That's Spiritual Sunday for a Mormon. Going home teaching. Come on, Duke, hop in. Try and do it every month. Check on people, make sure they're well, see if we can serve them, that kind of thing. It's good times. So just a quick one tonight. Something I've been thinking about as over the last couple days as I've been doing different things, and I've mentioned it a couple times. I've had sort of the opportunity to be doing some bits of service over the past few weeks for some people who needed a little bit of help, and that's probably one of the coolest things about my church is the opportunity to be exposed to lots of different people and people that I might not necessarily know because I don't work with them or whatever, and also of course the opportunity to help out and just be a part of a community beyond my everyday sort of stuff. A lot of us want more love in our life. I think love is sort of this universal principle. I think everyone can agree that love is this powerful thing, and that there's a million songs written about it. Every religion on the planet talks about it. Most movies revolve around it. Most plot lines, storylines, works of art, what have you. And I think that a universal question kind of is, how do you get more love in your life? Or what is love? And there's many different forms. So I would just like to throw this out there, quick thing to think about on this Spiritual Sunday. I believe that service begets love, that it doesn't necessarily work the other way around. So you'd think that by doing something nice for someone, they would love you for it, right? And I think that it's easy for people to become even bitter because of different happenings in their life. I've seen this happen where people grow, they get upset, they feel like, oh, I've given this, I've given this person this, I've given this person that, and they still are, difficult towards me, or the funny thing about service is that it certainly does not guarantee that the person being served, in whatever way you may get the opportunity to serve someone, will appreciate it or love you or even be grateful. And of course I don't believe that you should engage in service for that reason. I don't believe that we should be doing service with hopes that we'll win someone over. And that's sort of the ironic observation that I've made in my short time on this earth, is that service begets love and not the other way around. Let me give you a real example from my life. So this is going to be kind of So, you know, the leap to going from, you know, young, happy couple to parent is a huge leap. And the biggest part of that is that you have so much, there's so much need, right? This baby needs diapers changed. This baby needs food. This baby needs to be fed. This baby needs to be cleaned up. This baby needs to be cleaned up again. And the list goes on and on. But what's interesting, as also most parents I think can attest to, is that just because you do all of this service, if you want to call it that, for this individual, this child, and even now adult children, you know, teenagers and whatnot, that does not guarantee that they're going to love you. In fact, I think there are many examples where parents, you know, have really focused on their children, and by the time these children are older, it sometimes can push them away, you know, especially in their teenagers. And of course, there's no accounting for the psychology of a teenager. But when you look at the parent themselves, all of this effort applied toward an individual, a child, creates an intense and immense and unmistakable love that is more powerful than any other kind. I think the same goes true for relationships. So let me give you a crass example from my single days. So I remember, you know, and every guy, any guy or girl can, you know, bear witness of the fact that, you know, the quickest way to sort of dooming a potential relationship is to go too far in too soon, right? Especially as a guy. So like there was this girl in college that I was, you know, I thought for a moment madly in love with, right? Like for sure crushing really hard. And of course, I mean, she just seemed perfect, like on paper, everything that I was sort of looking for. And I went from 0 to 60 way too fast, you know, and like after the first date, sent flowers, just the nicest guy, right? And the classic scenario, nice guys finish last, but it's not, you know, that's a trite thing to say, nice guys finish last. Like in other words, you send flowers, you call too soon, you do all those things that you're not supposed to use, and sure enough, you know, it kind of kills it, even though you're being nice. And that's my point. Service, you call that a form of service, right? Sending this girl flowers, doing nice things, being overtly nice can kill it. And I think that it's because, you know, but meanwhile, it made me all the more lovesick, and that's my point, right? Like doing these things for her, sending flowers, you know, doing other nice things, it made me only want her more, made me only sort of crush on her harder. And so in a very sort of crass and unimportant way, another example of service begets love. So I would just invite you to ponder that on this spiritual Sunday and think about all the opportunities that we have in our lives to serve those around us, and whether or not that isn't true. Because I believe that it is. I believe that when you serve someone, your love for that person grows immensely. And that's a powerful concept. Because if you seek out in your life other opportunities to serve, and this is something that I'm working on, this is something I'm trying to do, you know, I'm actively looking for opportunities around me and my community and my church, and just amongst people that, you know, I'm around, to do things unprompted, to do things that will make a difference. And when you do those things, you feel a special kind of love. And you can't expect it back. In fact, I think you have to go into it kind of knowing that it can often have the opposite effect. It can almost, to some degree, make someone resent you if they're in a place of pride. But that doesn't mean that it's not valid. That doesn't mean that they don't need whatever it is you have to offer. So don't let that stop you. But you can know with absolute certainty that if you put yourself out there like that and invest your time and energy into the service of others, you will be blessed with love, and you will become strangely attached to that person, and it will make your day. And along the way, it just might make theirs, or their month, or their year, depending on their situation. And so I would just encourage you, if you want more love in your life, go find the opportunity to serve people. That's my spiritual Sunday thought. Have a great night, a great week. Thanks for bothering to listen to me pontificate. I have a lot to share, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to do it. So please share this vlog, especially on YouTube, where I'm trying to grow a subscribership that's meaningful, so that good vibes can get out there. Subscribe yourself. Please comment, ask me a question, challenge me, tell me I'm full of crap, whatever you want. It would be helpful in guiding how I can make these things productive. And get off the couch, go find someone to serve, go sign up for some organization or some other means of having access for opportunities to serve, and you will find that it will bless your life immensely. Have a great one.